It is just falling away.
Oh, go, try.
Okay. Wow, look at this bite. Okay, you ready? Is it better than the other place? So when I first came to Spain 10 years ago, I came here to the bullring in Madrid, Las Ventas, with one of Yoli, who's behind the camera, her old professors, who's an American guy in his 60s, and he was obsessed with bullfighting, but he had no one to go with because all his friends were liberal professors who hated it. And I came here and what did I think? Well, I hated it. But there is this dish in Spain that I really love, bull tail stew. It's actually kind of oxtail stew, really, as it's called in other countries, and usually it's made with cow, not with bull. I'm gonna try and make it in this video. I'm gonna try and make a really, really good one, because when it's good, it is so good. But first, we're gonna go to one of the famous bullfighting bars that's near the bullring here, and we're gonna try their version of it, because these guys are famous for it. And this is the place that Yoli's teacher took me all those years ago when I was a young buck in Spain and had just been to my first bullfight and was feeling a little conflicted all about it. So we're gonna head there. But first, Yoli, what do you think of bullfighting?
I don't support it. I think aesthetically it can be interesting, you know, all that yellow, the sand, the blood, the red, all of that. But I don't support an art form that is based in making an animal suffer. So pretty much against it. Which is a little conflicting because right now we're gonna go and eat animal. But yeah, I don't know how to deal with that. Hopefully it didn't suffer so much, this one. Let's go and eat it. Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas. ¿Para comer algo? ¿Picar algo aquí? ¿Se puede? Welcome to the Puerta Grande. I remember being here with that friend who was also called James, standing here, and it was packed because it was after a bullfight. A little different now. The season has been cancelled in 2020, so this is the most archetypally Spanish place. On the video, on the TV right now, is a program about making ham. As Spanish as it can be. Yeah. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, we're going in. It's good. It's red. Oh, it's good. So you see there, Yoli? This is a dish that's got to be just falling off the bone. So just literally falling away from the meat. Just has to fall away. It's slow cooked and. Look at that beautiful piece. Yeah. Lovely, delicious meat. It has this very rich flavor, but like not too much either. Very nice. And the fat. The fat. Oh, the fat. Yoli, can I make a better bulltail stew than this one? You know, I trust you, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard? Challenge accepted. Boom. So, I don't know what that meant. Well, let's go. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. Let's go and cook. But first we have to head to the local market to get the necessary ingredients. And going to a market in Spain is an experience. Welcome to the barrio, guys. Ha llegado el de los ajos, el que mola un mogollón. ¿Qué llevas, ajos y cebollas? What number are we? We're number 26, and it's currently number 13, so we have a bit of a wait. Whoa! And adding to the confusion is we can't really read the numbers. It's like the battery's going or something. It's like designing an escape room. You create all this confusion and see if you can get your meat and get out. And then just when I thought it was my turn, there was more confusion, and I lost my spot again. You need to tell the people. Perdón, yo soy 37, a lo mejor he colado. Que lo habéis cantado, pero... He cambiado 26. Un kilo. Mira, te cobro por allí, ¿vale? Vale. Gracias. And then the place where you get the meat is not the place where you pay. You got to pay in another place. Gracias. Vamos aquí. Es la caja de pescado. So many unwritten rules you got to learn. Which is estupendo, gracias. Hasta luego. Tell you what, after that, the supermarket's child's play. It's a good way to get your adrenaline going. Yeah. Get ready to cook. All right. Supermarket is too easy, too boring. Exactly. Let's go home and cook. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start to heat up your oven really hot, like 240 Celsius. I'm going to put a kilo of rabo de toro. This is actually about a kilo 300 grams. He gave me too much. It's okay, I'm going to put it in there. But the recipe I'll put down below. I'll put it for 4 or 6 people, and you can just kind of multiply it out. But I'll make it sure it's clear down below.
So one of the things before you roast this is to cut off the excess fat, if it's got it, but I don't really see it.
I don't need to cut it. No, it's pretty magro.
Exactly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some baking paper, line this, and then what I do like to do is make sure to salt and pepper the meat, you know, really season it. Something I learned while watching a great show on Netflix, The Chef Show, and maybe this is obvious to you guys, is to use one hand for touching the meat and the other hand for touching the salt. And the
Makes sense.
Mixing it around. Boomba. Now I'm going to pop it here on the tray. No, exactly. If you're lost at this point, head back to one of the simpler recipes that I started with. Bring it in. Lovely. And I'm going to set the clock for 30 minutes. And while that's happening, we're going to start prepping the vegetables. Before we hit the vegetables, guys, there's something that you don't know about me. I am an absolute productivity geek. I love to make the best use possible of the time I have when I'm working. So I want to take a moment to thank the wonderful people over at Skillshare who are sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an amazing learning platform that I've been a member of for over a year now. And I recently did a course by this fellow YouTuber, a guy called Ali Abdal. So in his course on productivity on Skillshare, Ali really breaks a lot of the myths that really inhibit our productivity. You know, when we tell ourselves we don't have time, we don't have the motivation, he kind of blows those apart. And he also gives lots of great tips on how to use your time most impactfully. So guys, if you're a little bit uncertain about what's next, a class like Ali's can be a great way to structure your time and build kind of achievable goals, goals you will actually reach. And what I love about Skillshare is that it's membership with meaning. There's a wonderful community of lifelong learners there, all encouraging each other, communicating and supporting each other. So if you're looking to kind of fend off boredom for the coming winter, or, you know, take care of yourself by doing something really interesting and creative, or get more productive, then it's just a wonderful learning platform to dive into. So the first 1,000 people who use the link in the description box below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. And after that, it's about $10 a month. Just keep on learning. So join me over there and let's get back to the bull tail. All right, huddle up, Yoli. So we've done a little prep on the vegetables, so you don't have to watch me cutting a million vegetables. So just to review what the vegetables are that are gonna go in the pot, you've got onion, leek, carrot, garlic, green pepper. There's some tomato as well, we'll get there. So you're just gonna slice it. If you take a look here, look at that speed, like a madman.
Is that Skillshare?
Yeah, exactly, knife skills.
Is that Skillshare, or are you just happy to see me?
So chop these up. Yoli often tells me off for not chopping things up enough. I like rustic, really means I'm lazy.
Exactly.
So nice and chopped up. Okay, so there. Big pot. Recently Yoli and I bought these. All the chef shows, they use them. So this is the extra virgin olive oil, and this is the extra amazing extra virgin olive oil. So we
in a smaller container.
Exactly. We use the extra virgin olive oil. So while that's warming up to drop the vegetables in, I'm gonna get the meat out of the oven. Ooh, look at that. So look at all that beautiful juiciness and color that it's got. Okay.
Beautiful colors.
Yeah. So also, once you've got those veggies in there and you're salting, I actually forgot, you want to add a couple of bay leaves. 2 is fine. And then you're peppering. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna let that cook over about a medium-low heat for about 10 minutes or so. And while that's happening, you're gonna cut up your big 2 mature tomatoes. The recipes I read said that you should peel the tomatoes, which to me sounds like a complete waste of time. I'm all about productivity, guys.
Yeah.
And so
Clearly.
my productivity hack is don't peel the tomatoes.
Don't peel anything.
Yeah, come on over, Yoli.
Right.
So you see, if you want to look in there, there you go.
Right.
You know, it's kind of, yeah, it's getting a little bit transparent, the onions. It's about 10 minutes. I'm gonna add the tomato now. Just pushing that in. So give it a good stir. Huddle up. We actually have a bit of an ongoing struggle with the neighbor upstairs on the 3rd floor who complains when we're cooking because this pipe comes out through there, and she said it makes her washing smell on the line, but community living. So, I don't think she watches this channel. So you can leave that for another 10 minutes. I have to show Yoli's slippers.
So comfortable.
New slippers.
Got them the other day. Beautiful, warm, very soft, just as I like them.
I had to throw out my slippers the other day because I dropped a tortilla on them. So
the classic in this household.
yeah, so I need new slippers as well. Anyway, back to the bull tail. So guys, the tomatoes have been in for about 10 minutes. You'll notice it's starting to kind of break down in there. And at this moment, we add the meat back in. So you've put that in, you can see it in there, Yoli.
I can see it.
You can see it.
I can see it.
It can be seen, it is seen. All right, and now you're gonna add all the alcohol. All right. So what I love about this sangria, practically is sangria that I'm making. What I love about this bull tail stew is that it has red wine, white wine, and brandy, but it doesn't taste boozy. This is our wine from our charcuterie guy. Look at that beautiful ham on the bottle.
Aww.
Always check your wine to make sure it's good. Mmm, hammy. Lovely. There's nothing like the flavor of cheap wine. It kind of is freeing in a way, you know? You don't really have to comment on it. It's just like, yeah, that's how,
yeah, it tastes like wine, right?
That's how it's supposed to taste. That's how it used to taste. Yeah. So you're gonna add 250 mils of red wine. So.
You pour so well.
I know, I've been practicing. So then you're gonna take just a dry white wine and you're gonna do 125 mils, half. Pouring that in. And then it's the brandy. So 125 of this guy.
Ole.
Drop that in. Beautiful. The ingredient that we tasted in the bull tail stew at La Puerta Grande was clove, and I love clove. So I put 4 in. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna just mix that around. Wow, look at that, it's getting so good. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna let it simmer for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. You just wanna make sure that the bull tail is covered. It's actually mainly covered by the alcohol, but I'm gonna add a little bit more in just to get that last piece covered. And then you're gonna leave it on a kind of a low simmer, literally for 4 hours. You know, this is true kind of peasant food. You know, bull tail stew started at the end of the bullfights in Cordoba. You know, the bull tail would be given to the poor people while the rich people had all the choice cut, and they would just stew it for hours because it's a tough meat. But then, you know, over time, this became the, you know, like so many other dishes, like cocido as well, became a dish that rich people ate as well because it has so much flavor. But yeah, you're gonna need 4 hours there to really break down the meat and have it falling off the bone. So literally pour yourself a glass of wine, put your feet up, get your favorite book and check on it now and again, but you're good. Just a note, this looks like a pressure cooker. It's because it is a pressure cooker, but it just happens to be the biggest pot we've got. So I'm not actually using the pressure cooker function. I'm just kind of drop the lid on top like that. So just want to clarify. Okay, huddle up, Yoli. It's been cooking for 4 hours, then it's rested for 20 minutes. Yeah, look at that. It is really cooked down. Now, last time I made it, it had a bit more juice. It hasn't got as much this time, but I think it's because I have a bit more meat, but my God.
I think I like it better that way.
Really? Oh my God. Look at that. Incredible. All right.
Epa.
Going for the tasting. Okay, let's see if it's gonna fall off the bone. Oh my God,
it does.
Is just falling. Look over here. It is just falling away.
Oh, go, try.
Okay. Wow, look at this bone. Okay, you ready? Is it better than the other place? Oh wow. Ooh, guys. It's denser, it's richer.
Okay.
The angels are singing. Oh my God, yes. No, seriously. Yeah. I love the one that we had yesterday, but this has got thyme on it. So I don't know. This has just got layers. It's got so much going on. You can smell the clove. The meat is falling off the bone. Dear Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. This is serious stuff. This is religious. Yali, get in there. Yeah, booyah.
You got a bit of socarrat of the veggies here.
A little bit of socarrat there.
More flavor, yeah. Color is flavor, they say.
Yeah.
Really good. Like, I'm not pretending. I'm always very honest, especially this time.
Guys, I want you to make oxtail stew, bulltail stew, whatever you want to call it, the Spanish recipes below.
Winter.
Please.
In summer.
Our Instagrams are here. Tag us when you make it. We want to see the pictures. Is it that good? It's good?
It is so incredible.
We're gonna go and eat this baby. All right, ciao.
Ciao.